The 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, happy to be here with my friends, and I mean that, my buddies, my pals, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Miami Heat as they go up against the Boston Celtics. Taking a look at the Celtics, this game will be a big challenge. Facing one of the top teams in the league, they'll need to be at their best to win it. Everybody's heard the story of Erik Spoelstra, how he got his start with the Heat, rising up through the organization. He's shown that he is a very capable head coach. Got the ring to prove it.
Got the ring to prove it. I'm going to give you a stat that you probably wouldn't even think of.
What?
He's the second longest tenured coach in the NBA.
How about that?
I would never think that. A young guy, he's been there. That's telling you the state of the league as well, but very detail-oriented.
From video coordinator
to
championship-winning coach.
Question.
You know, his story is not really, it's impressive, but not really that impressive when you talk about all the other historic coaches. But being a two-time champion, that puts him in elite company as far as coaches go.
You don't like his story?
I do, but, some coaches started here, started there, started there. His story is more of a Hoosier story.
Okay. That was a great story, too.
Time now for tip-off. Kevin Harlan will have the call, and we will see you later.
It's an Eastern Conference battle at the American Airlines Arena here in Miami, Florida, as the Heat look to work the home court advantage. A time-honored tradition, the NBA on 2K Sports, Sunday night hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, and, of course, Kelly Olynyk. And you can really tell that he's feeling great about the new team, and he's had some really nice performances already. Sounds like things are working out just like everyone was hoping.
Well, we're about to see what the buzz around the league is all about here. Is it going to be just hype, or will it be reality? We will find out here soon enough, along with the fans in this arena and the people watching at home.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, Kevin, Heat coach Erik Spoelstra has worked his way up from the bottom, and he's still one of the most driven people you'll meet. He said, "I hate this quality, but I can go to dark levels when we lose. I'm inconsolable. Then I get this crazy, intense focus, desperate not to be embarrassed again. That dark spot is what I tap into. Creativity comes from there." Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. That effort permeates through the entire team. Half-court pace, Chris, for these two teams here.
Yeah, they're more deliberate, running their sets, more of a playoff style. But a lot of teams want to go up-tempo, but you can still be efficient and take your time. Also, it may disrupt the defense's tempo.
Well said. And so the tip-off, it's Miami. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Celtics, Thomas and Smart, the feisty backcourt pairing. Aaron Baines out there with Horford, and it's Hayward in at the 3 spot. Shot clock at 6. Here's Whiteside. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And how about that? Just an easy way to get on the board.
That's exactly how you want to start the game.
Smart kicks to Baines. To the middle. Horford, good.
And when he gets it in close, Al Horford is one of the best, one of the premier finishers in this league.
Here's Dragic. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
Kevin, and he was nasty on defense as well with 4 big steals on the night. Heads up, aggressive move. The smaller man on him takes him right to the rim.
Thomas passes to Baines. In the corner, it's Hayward. The Celtics working the ball around now. Smart dishes to Thomas. No good on the three. So it's Miami now. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
I mean, you can say it. The defense was awful. They took away nothing and got scored on relentless. And the precision lead pass by a highly skilled playmaker.
Well, it was the Boston Celtics winning their last game against Charlotte.
Yeah, the bench production in that game was terrific. Points from multiple sources.
Yeah, this is why you keep adding better pieces to the back end of your roster. You never know when you're going to have to call on them. As soon as he made his drive to the bucket, the defense jumped right in and prevented him from finishing that one.
Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That one on Smart. The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game right now. First one falls for him. Well, the league going more up-tempo with more three-point shooting. That's not, though, the Miami Heat.
No, they're at the bottom of the league as far as pace and as far as three-point shooting. This team makes its bones at the defensive end of the floor. That's really where they excel.
He's off on the second. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now the pass to Thomas. He feeds it to Baines. It's stolen by Dragic. And now here's Dragic, the fast break chance. Buries the jumper to finish the break. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Boston off to a slow start. 7-point differential. The Heat beat them last time when these two teams met down in South Florida.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Now here's Winslow. Marcus Smart missing that last shot. Whiteside kicks to Waiters. That one drops for him.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
Oh, well, that's a solid play and basket right there, and the lead continues to grow.
Now here's Thomas, coming off a solid outing against Charlotte.
1 for 5 to begin this one. Not the start that they wanted.
Waiters no luck.
That was as easy as it gets. He needs to complete those looks.
Here's Hayward. Smart kicks to Baines. Pass to Horford. Thomas with the ball. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hayward. Off the left rim and out.
Total breakdown on defense there, but fortunately he missed out.
To the paint. Here's Whiteside. It's slammed in by Whiteside.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Well, they came to play today. It's still too early, but they really have put their foot down on their opponent so far.
Well, you guys talk about an imposing presence on the floor. Hassan Whiteside is about as big as they get in the NBA. You can't go through him, and it's even tougher, Greg, to go over the top of him.
And Whiteside is a tree of a player. There is no other way to put it. Measures at 7 feet flat, but has enough bounce in his jump where you think he's 7'6" at the end of the game. Also, very solid core strength, guys. He is difficult to move when he plants his feet.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Outside Thomas. And it's Baines in the corner. Dragic against Thomas. Here's Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
no doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
Well, they're really pushing their interior game right into the face of the D. And so far, the defense has no answer for it.
They get it again. Count it. Horford's got his second basket of the game.
Well, you can't forget about Horford. I mean, carving out space inside for the putback.
Well, Heat leading by 11. Dragic with it. Now Thomas defending. Dragic the pass to Whiteside. Back to Dragic. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Isaiah Thomas. And Chris, for the Celtics, a depth of talent, great coach, but they admit they've been looking to get that transcendent player to take them to the next level.
Well, I know this for a fact. You can go a long way with chemistry and depth, but it's tough to win it all without a superstar player or two. You know this front office will continue to be aggressive, looking to position themselves for a run at an 18th championship.
Free throw drops for Goran Dragic. And Goran Dragic drops them both. And this is a young Celtics team. Even the vets still just entering their prime years. Chris, they built from within, and what a great environment to develop in.
I mean, come on, one of the best. A great tradition and history of winning. A passionate and knowledgeable fan base. Committed ownership and front office. The players are given everything they need to be successful.
And he makes that one. 10 points for Hassan Whiteside.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Thomas kicks to Hayward. Picked by Horford. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Hayward. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And I tell you what, Gordon Hayward just steadily has grown into one of the better offensive players in the league. He does a great job of scoring it off the dribble. He's also at that small forward position, can be kind of a point forward, if you will, with his playmaking ability. And I like to call him, use a baseball term, he's like a 5-tooler. I mean, he does all the things you want a basketball player to do well on the floor. And to cap it all off, he is a great teammate as well.
He hits the second from the line. Talking about Hayward's versatility on offense, some would say his ability to cover smaller, quicker players defensively is another reason his star is on the rise.
His ability to get stops on the ball as well as provide quick help to his teammates is really priceless. The question now is ceiling. How much better overall can Hayward get? Some think he's more of a number 2 guy than a superstar. Some will tell you the sky's the limit.
Miami shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
And that one falls for Olynyk. Well, Kelly Olynyk out of Gonzaga, maybe the closest, Chris, we've seen to Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about 7-footers who can space the floor.
Well, he's a 7-footer now, but he grew up playing guard before he had that late growth spurt. You just don't find many players at his size with that kind of shooting and fluidity with the ball. I think his agility at his size is probably the most underrated aspect to his game.
And with the acquisition of Goran Dragic, it's really created an interesting tug of war as far as play style for the Heat. He's a guy who's been accustomed to playing up tempo, and while you look at this Heat team, they right now are anything but.
And the Heat committing to get out and run off of stops. They do clean up the glass when they force a miss.
Yeah, one of the best defensive rebounding teams in the league, but transition would also, I think, improve them offensively. They just need to also get a few more looks from beyond the arc.
Celtics trail by 14, and it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And Miami making a change here. Richardson's checked in. So it's Boston now. There's the dish to Smart. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas.
And I love Smart pressing his advantage on the interior.
And here's Dragic. 6 points for him. Winslow dishes to Dragic. And yes, it's good. Dragic has got his third basket of the night right there.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Thomas passes to Horford. The feed to Baines. In the corner, it's Hayward. 5 on the clock. Back to Baines. Smart kicks to Horford. The shot. And the shot falls short this time. The Heat leading by 14. Olynyk dishes to Dragic and stolen by Horford. Thomas against Dragic. Outside Thomas. They set the pick. Hayward. The offensive rebound. Here's Baines. Lays it up and banks it in. Baines has got his first points in this one.
Yeah, man, he's in attack mode, crashing the glass, then goes right back up with it.
Al Richardson, a 14-point game for him in the win against the Clippers.
And he's really balanced, getting his own shots and making plays for others. Finding that balance, total team contribution.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Well, it sure feels like more and more the league is demanded now. More players with skill at every position. Guys, Chris, who can dribble and pass and shoot. Do you think you'd have been even more valued if you played in today's game?
You know what? A legend once told me not to kind of look back and compare or to wonder about what could have been. And I don't know. I do like the fact that when I had that skill set, it was appreciated by my coach, teammates, and some fans. But for most people back then, they would say you're trying to do too much, or it doesn't mean anything to have 5 assists a game or to get guys involved. And, you know, for me, I just thought that the more you can do, the better you are at all skill sets, the more you kind of make yourself valuable to your team, the more you should be on the court, and it validates that. So for me, I just took all my favorite players and I stole from them. I wanted to be like them, and I thank the generations that came before me that allowed me to see what the game should look like, and then, you know, add my own little style and flair to it and do my own thing.
Good point. Larkin can't get it to go.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Johnson gets the bucket.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Celtics trail by 16. Larkin, the pass to Morris. Outside Crowder. Let's go. And it comes off the front of the rim.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Well, that's just not wise to take that shot in that situation. He'll think better of it next time around.
Now here's Johnson. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game, and he's good on the 3-ball.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Larkin kicks to Morris. Passes it to Brown. Morris with the screen for Brown. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
And really, Brown is astonishing when he takes it inside. The defense does not know what to do with it.
Johnson outside. To the inside. Nifty move. And Johnson puts it in. Johnson's got his second basket of the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Crowder. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Charlotte. Feeds to Morris. Here's Thompson, lock at 6. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Now here's Johnson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Johnson kicks to Johnson. Babbitt from long range. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Crowder.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Brown, good.
And Brown is just utilizing his athleticism yet again. I mean, this time from the interior, though, but just sinking these close-range shots.
Johnson the screen. Babbitt kicks to Johnson. Crowder with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Boston. The kick out to Brown. His 3-pointers off the mark. Miami leading by 15. Here's Richardson. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And Celtics coach Brad Stevens, a big believer, Chris, in keeping things as simple as he can for the players.
And very focused. From the first day when he took over, he showed the players the numbers of where the team had to get better. Just as important, he showed them how thin a margin separated them from being the top seed or missing the playoffs completely. That breeds confidence, but also focus. They realize how every play matters.
Pass to Hammonds. Back to Richardson. Babbitt from long range. Morris with the rebound.
Now, you have to like the efficiency that Marcus Morris plays with. Not so much his shooting percentages, but how effective he can be without touches. He can score without taking a lot of shots. He knows how to follow up misses in the paint and get second chance scores.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Morris. And with the qualities, Chris, you describe about Marcus Morris, that's why he's viewed as a valuable role player on this team.
Well, Kev, you have to love him. He can eat up minutes on the floor and not necessarily need to be involved to leave his mark on the game. You don't have to call a lot of plays for this guy. He can fit into any lineup and play multiple positions, which helps too.
Now here's Johnson. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Johnson the screen. Good D by Thompson.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, the screen got him all the space he needed to release that one. I thought for sure that was going in.
30 seconds left to play here in the first. Larkin kicks to Thompson. And the wide open shot from Morris. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. The Heat leading by 17. Here's Johnson. He dishes it to Richardson.
You love the heart that Brown plays with on D, always doing his best to disrupt shooters.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Heat out front, leading by 17. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And forward James Johnson battled his way back into the league after some stints abroad. He talked about his approach to the game.
I play the game how it's supposed to be played. I play offense, I play defense, I rebound, steals, blocks. You know, I'm pretty much that guy who likes to work hard and don't want anybody to beat him out, you know, except the challenge.
That's exactly the kind of hard-nosed, old-school attitude that coaches just love.
Kevin, and so do his teammates. I mean, a guy like that brings out the best in everybody on that team. They just kind of feed off of his effort and desire.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
You're right. They've been extremely active, physical, really dictating the flow of this game.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Thomas and Smart, the feisty backcourt pairing. Hayward out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Baines in at the 5, down low. Now here's Winslow. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Olynyk. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, even though the defense made their presence felt, he needs to hit inside shots like that.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hayward's got 6 points.
He's not the most prolific shooter from downtown, but someone on defense still has to check him.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it's always a transition and a difficult one for college coaches to come to the pros, but Celtics coach Brad Stevens made one of the smoothest we've seen after leading Butler to back-to-back national championship games. And you hear that buzz from players to opposing coaches. Greg Popovich said, "I really respect what he does. His team executes. I'll still watch his Butler tape. Trying to learn some stuff, to be honest with you." High praise indeed, fellas.
And Popovich, really the godfather of the active coaches right now, D.A. His voice carries certainly a lot of weight in this league. Thank you. Catching up on the changes with Miami. Hassan Whiteside comes in for Hammonds. And it's Dragic in for Tyler Johnson. And a change for the Celtics. Horford's checked in.
Oh, the assist from Thomas. Finding the open man. Nice decision offensively.
The Heat leading by 13. Whiteside a screen. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Dishes it to Hayward. The shot that time not on target. And Miami the other way now. Earlier in the game they had a 19-point lead. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. Chris, you know this league as well as anyone. You were a leader when you played, and I'm sure you would gravitate toward that kind of player when you watch the game now. Who would some of those players be?
You know, I really like Chris Paul. I think he's always been a leader. LeBron in Cleveland, winning that championship, getting his teammates together, getting that team together. I think he's been a leader too. And Damian Lillard in Portland. Look at what he's done. Losing all-stars, fighting, not making the all-star team, fighting for his team, getting them in the playoff run. I love Damian Lillard's game a lot as well.
Well said. First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Thomas gets a wide open look. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And stolen by Horford. It's deflected. Stolen by Winslow. Here's Dragic. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
David versus Goliath, except this time, the bigger man wins this one.
Horford with a screen on Dragic. Kicks it to Baines. 13 feet away. The shot off that time. And it's Miami the other way. Dragic with it. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
They are really playing spectacular ball and crushing the hopes of their opponents. That's what you're supposed to do.
And he clearly doesn't like what's going on out there right now.
Well, I'll tell you what, I wonder what time the bus got in last night. Their energy just isn't there. Neither is the execution. That's a smart timeout.
And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for the Celtics.
And really, there's just such a lack of scoring for them from out at the top of the arc in terms of three-point range. And in today's game, you have to get scoring from the three-point range. And that area out above the free throw line extended is a real weak spot for them so far.
Now here's Smart. His last outing, 16 points for him. Outside Dragic. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. He kicks it to Olynyk. Hayward grabs the board. Celtics trail by 19. Now the pass to Thomas. Horford kicks to Baines. Unloads from 13. Gets hauled in by the Heat. Olynyk's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Inside, here's Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now, here's Thomas, looking for his first basket still in this one. A shot by Hayward, wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. And Miami has possession. And here is Waiters. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Clippers. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Dragic. And now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. What a month it's been for these teams defensively. Number one, the Heat.
They've been attacking. Lockdown defense over the past month, allowing very few points per game.
Celtics trail by 18. Now Thomas. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Baines dishes to Horford. Doesn't go that time. The Heat have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far.
Now, you may have expected the Celtics to improve last season, but to secure a top 5 seed, an 8-win improvement over their previous season, now that's very impressive. They set the longest home winning streak since the Larry Bird era.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
When he has the ball in his hands in transition, he always finishes strong, just like he did there.
Now here's Olynyk. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers. And Waiters kicks to Dragic. And stolen by Horford. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Here's Thomas, plenty of space. Rebound by Olynyk. And the Celtics suffering some injuries down the stretch. Fell to the Hawks in the first round of the playoffs.
Well, don't feel bad for them. Still coming into this summer's draft with cap space and 8 draft picks in June, you knew they were poised to make a big leap. Celtics fans hoping they can make an even deeper run this time out.
They set the pick. Moves back up. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. That's now 8 points for Horford.
I love his effort so far. It's scoring at a consistent clip. Unfortunately, though, his team remains well behind.
Whiteside with it. Baines is there. Here's Olynyk. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Now here's Smart. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Pass to Thomas. Clock at 6. At the elbow, Horford. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 7 rebounds in the game. Yes, that goes in. Olynyk's got 4 this quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Thomas kicks to Hayward. Off target from outside.
Well, that was an awful screen. He didn't seem like he wanted to do it, and as a result, the set failed.
Here's Olynyk. Rebounded by the Celtics.
That was just textbook defense. As soon as he caught the ball, the D surrounded him.
Smart passes to Thomas. To the wing on the left. And he gets it to go.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And with more and more big men looking to shoot from outside, Chris, a lot of pick and rolls are turning into pick and pops. In your experience, which was harder to defend?
It depends on the player. If a guy can pick and pop but he can't dribble, it's easy to stop him because you run him off his spot. If a guy likes to drive, it's easy because, hey, you let him have that jump shot. But if a guy can pass and dribble, then you're in a tough position because, one, he can catch quick and shoot and knock it down. And secondly, I used to like catching it, pump faking, and attacking the basket right away. And third, after I dunk on your head, I'm going to attack, pump fake, and drive and kick it out because help has to come over to help you because the pick and pop has put you in a terrible position. So
yes.
I love the pick and pop, but it all depends on the offensive player's skill set to determine how you play each certain individual.
Great way to put it. Here's Dragic following the basket by Al Horford. Right side, no good. Here's Larkin. He's guarded by Dragic. On the wing, Brown. It's hauled in by the Heat. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist by Dragic. And the Heat lead by 18.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
No mercy. He's one of the best at slamming the door shut in the opposition's face when they're trying to come back.
Now here's Brown. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Here's Johnson. A rebound by Thompson. Thompson's got his third rebound tonight. Here's Morris. Horford. It's good on the putback.
He continues to build on his outstanding play during the first quarter.
The Heat leading by 16. Now here's Dragic. He's got 12. Here's Johnson. Dragic dishes to Johnson. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against two made shots. Marcus Morris is just one of those players, Chris, that when you look at the stat sheet at the end of the night, he is bound to have ink in almost every column on there.
Well, he can rebound. He can hit the jimmies from outside, hit the tough ones inside. He has good vision for his position. Morris may never be an all-star. Doesn't do one thing great, but does everything well. He just finds a way to make plays in the game, and it shows up in his numbers.
That free throw, no good. The Celtics making a switch here. Crowder's checked in. And he sinks the second. Chris, how different is playoff basketball compared to the regular season?
Well, playoff basketball is just so much more physical. A lot of times it's a slower game, believe it or not, but you're exerting more energy than you would in a faster paced game. So many adjustments are being made, you have to think on the fly.
Yes.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Oh, no, you're right. It's selfish on his part to attempt that. Should have passed it back out and tried to get a better look.
Here's Dragic. He feeds it to Babbitt. Here's Whiteside. Ball's knocked loose. Left side, Crowder. And Thompson kicks to Larkin. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Hassan Whiteside. He's been dominant over the last month. First in blocks, second in rebounding. And he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage, really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
Richardson with it. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Now the dish to Larkin. The feed to Morris. Passes it to Larkin. There's the three. Sinks the three-pointer. 1:52 left in the first half of basketball. Outside Dragic. Down low. Here's Johnson. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Oh, he hasn't started this game on the right foot, but it hasn't slowed his team from grabbing the lead.
Here's Larkin. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
No good from Dragic. Celtics trail by 12. Larkin kicks to Crowder. Rebound by the Heat. Whiteside's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Feeds it to Richardson. It's stolen by Morris. There's the call on James Johnson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Hammonds, he's checked in for Miami. Tyler Johnson comes in for Goran Dragic. Here's Brown, and it's denied. 46 seconds left in the first half. Here's Richardson. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Larkin. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. Morris kicks to Larkin. Morris with a screen on Johnson. Larkin, the pass to Morris. No good from outside. Miami leading by 14. And here is Johnson. Pass to Richardson. 3 seconds left. He can't get it to go. And so we wrap up the first half. Heat lead by 14. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, how does the defense you're playing impact your offense?
It just energizes us. We have an ignitable group, and that's how we play. So we have to continue to stay the course and try to keep them off the three-point line as best as we can.
Yeah, those runouts get your guys going. Thanks a lot, Spo. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what an amazing performance the hometown fans are witnessing here tonight. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. A tremendous game we're seeing from Hassan Whiteside. He had 14 points, 13 rebounds, and 1 assist. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
In terms of their offensive performance, that was a very well-played half of basketball. Good ball movement off the ball, hard screens being set, and they found the guy for the open look. That's how they were able to shoot such a tremendous percentage from the field. With that fluid, efficient offense, they'll be tough to catch in the second half.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
Ernie, I don't use this word a lot because, one, I can't spell it, but it was definitely a subpar effort for them on the glass. That hurt. They're serious about cutting into this deficit. It's gut check time. Ugh. You hear that, Ernie? I'm hitting my gut. Ugh. You got to check your gut, Ernie. Ugh. Gut check time, Ernie.
So that'll do it for now as we send you courtside with Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew for the start of the second half.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You look at Hassan Whiteside in this game. Guys, he's everywhere.
He's just been terrific. This is what they needed from him.
Earning a double-double for the night is awesome, but doing it in one half, he is out hustling everybody.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Whiteside is out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Dragic. Then there's Dion Waiters. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Here's Dragic. He dishes it to Winslow. And Boston with the rebound. Horford's got 3 rebounds now in this one. With the teardrop, Hayward can hit.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
Well, that's just a stupendous effort by him right there. He stopped him dead in his tracks.
Winslow's shot is off. Celtics trail by 12. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the 10th pick in the draft can sometimes be a diamond in the rough. You remember Paul Pierce went to the Celtics many years ago with the 10th pick, and Justice Winslow fell to the Heat with the 10th pick a couple of years ago. From day one, Winslow has proven to be on the elite side of defenders in the league. Eric Spoelstra told us he plays with a veteran poise, but also with a youthful intensity, particularly on the defensive end. Kevin, he's been a great fit in Miami.
He just makes winning plays, D.A. Thank you. Picked by Horford. Hayward from outside. But they'll get another chance. Tries again. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Miami leading by 12. They get a hand on it. Winslow. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here.
And free throw shooting, not necessarily one of his strong suits, only about 70% on the season.
And that one misses. So he comes up empty, missing both.
And for me, one of the more unsung players in the league, Al Horford, a 2-time national champion at the University of Florida, one of the most skilled and versatile big men in our league, and he hasn't gotten the attention I believe he deserves.
Here's Olynyk. After Gordon Hayward's bucket, Olynyk dishes to Waiters. The kick out to Dragic, and stolen by Horford. Inside, stolen by Winslow. Now here's Dragic, the fast break opportunity. Count that bucket. Dragic has got 14.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And with Horford's free agency looming this last summer, last season was a tricky spot for the Atlanta Hawks. Would they be able to keep him?
Yeah, and you go back to the lack of exposure he's gotten. I mean, from the Dominican Republic, he's a Spanish-speaking star. I mean, his marketing and endorsement potential in bigger markets, something he is well aware of.
And here is Waiters after Gordon Hayward hitting the 3. Winslow kicks to Dragic. Back to Winslow. Thomas against Dragic. Outside Thomas. Baines passes to Horford. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. 14 points for him.
Pretty good defense there. But remember, Horford is one of the best shooting big men in the game. He wasn't phased.
Waiters dishes to Whiteside. Whiteside a screen. And Waiters kicks to Dragic. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Waiters. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
A moment now to see the numbers for Smart. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 10 points a game, 6 assists, and just over 2 steals. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
This is to Horford. Hayward outside, kicks it to Thomas. All sorts of time. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And now just a 5-point Heat lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside Dragic. Olynyk a screen on Thomas. Dragic the pass to Olynyk. And foul Foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And Hassan Whiteside signing a max contract to return to the Miami Heat this summer. What a dramatic change of fortune for a player, Greg, who bounced around early in his career.
And how about it, Kevin? I think he may be the first player in history to jump from making the NBA minimum to the NBA maximum in one season. He's going to be making 30 times more than he did last year. And who wouldn't like that kind of a pay raise?
First free throw is good. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And here is the shot chart as we see how things are going.
And this is a bit of a nightmare game for him thus far. Just nothing working, and it has to be affecting his confidence. He just doesn't look like the player he normally is out there, and you can see it in his body language after every missed shot. Boy, this is tough.
Hayward on the wing, covered by Winslow. Hayward dishes to Thomas. There's the pick. Just 5 to shoot. He kicks to Horford. Olynyk with the steal. And here we go with Waiters. Running it up the court.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Terrific work in transition there. A nice finish to cap off that play.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
Oh, man. How about that vision from Horford? I mean, it's all about hitting the open man. High efficiency offense right there.
And Waiters kicks to Winslow. The pass to Whiteside. In the corner, Winslow with it. And here's Olynyk from the arc. And Baines pulls it down. Celtics trail by 6. Now Thomas. Picked by Horford. Horford sets a screen for Hayward. Pass to Baines. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Baines has got 4 this quarter.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
Well, when you get buckets, you have great recognition, and that was great recognition right there by him to see he had a mismatch. He exploited it flawlessly.
And that one is good. Whiteside's got 19 points.
I mean, he's just been huge today for his team. Without his hot shooting, there's no way they'd have the lead.
Thomas passes to Baines. Picked by Horford. Now the dish to Hayward. That shot is off. And it's Miami the other way. There's the feed to Winslow. And stolen by Hayward. And even 3-on-3 break.
Shoot it, shoot it.
Horford has a wide open look. Miami grabs the miss.
His shot is not on target right now. He better figure this out fast.
Dragic kicks to Waiters. He feeds it to Winslow. And he makes good on the layup. And it's an 8-point Heat lead.
Great job right there, Kevin. Beating the defense to the spot. Love the strong, aggressive effort.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
And they may have to address a number of things, including whether this is the right lineup.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. And now a look at the teams that have shot the ball the best over the course of the last month. In fourth, the Heat.
Tremendous shot selection this whole past month. You look at their field goal percentage over that time, really impressive.
Austin with the ball. Trailing here by 8. Here's Larkin. Back to Brown. In the corner, it's Morris. Boston, no good that time either.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Here's Larkin. Passes to Brown. Here's Morris. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
Johnson kicks to Johnson. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul. Shot off the screen. Richardson, no luck.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Solid defense. They weren't going anywhere against them there.
Thompson right side. Morris against Johnson. Here's Crowder. And that one comes up a bit short. The Heat leading by 6. Deflects the pass. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Taking a look at Miami. The season well underway, and they've been solid. In third right now. And of course Boston, right now quite a ways down below.
And you know, for the Celtics, there were fears they'd be one of the NBA's doormats this season. Those fears have turned out to be well-founded.
Well, it's not really shocking, is it? Considering the makeup of their roster. They need a ton of help in many areas if they want to get better.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. Full 24-second shot clock. Here's Thompson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The Heat have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Johnson kicks to Babbitt. Pass to Hammonds. To the paint. Here's Johnson. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
For Miami, they have gone 9 of 13 from the line. The first one falls. No good on the second free throw. Celtics trail by 5. And here they go. Johnson with the block.
Well, they often look to him to provide for them on offense, and he simply isn't getting the job done today.
They retain possession. Here's Johnson. He sinks the 11-footer. Johnson's got his second bucket. Here's Larkin. Feeds it to Morris. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Misses off the left iron. The Heat leading by 7. Johnson, that's for 2. Rebound Boston. Thompson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. Brown dishes to Thompson. Back to Brown. 6 to shoot. Here's Morris. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Morris has got 6 points.
Terrific use of the catch-and-shoot jumper for Morris, catching the D flat-footed and torching them as a result.
And in a draft class full of great wing players, it is easy to sleep on Jaylen Brown. But he can become a great player. Has everything you want from a wing in terms of skill set and that physicality. He could have a ceiling just as high as anybody else in this draft.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, he can go at the rim, pull up to shoot, plays good D. If his jumper gets a little more consistent, he can be scary.
Yeah, and that is what this team was hoping for when they drafted him. Just looking at the areas that he needs to work on, they are all, I think, correctable things. He's going to put up a lot of highlights over the course of his career.
And he's good on the second. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Morris. Banked in off the glass. Morris has got 6 in the quarter.
When Morris gets it down to the paint, he's deadly, using his big arms to get these shots up and in.
And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
There's 1:38 left here in the third quarter. Larkin kicks to Thompson. Outside Crowder. He dishes it to Morris. Again the miss by Morris.
Oh, man, his form seems rushed today, like he's trying to get rid of the ball as soon as he gets it. That's why barely anything is going in for him.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Celtics trail by 6. Brown outside. Morris outside. To the middle. Here's Thompson. Rebound by Hammonds. Hammonds got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Johnson kicks to Babbitt. Shoots from 14. There's the call on James Johnson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Babbitt, good. Boston's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Here's Larkin. He's guarded by Johnson. Brown kicks to Larkin. 36 seconds left to play in the third. Back to Brown. 5 to shoot. For the 3. Rebound by Hammonds. Hammonds got his 6th rebound on the night. Johnson attacking. Dishes to Babbitt. This one for 3. Good work defensively by Crowder. Here's Brown. Lays it in off the breakaway. Brown's got 6.
What speed in transition. Brown just slashing down the court for the high percentage shot.
Johnson outside. With 2 seconds left. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Boston called for the foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
And that one falls for Johnson. And so he makes both from the line. Larkin. The shot, no good. And we've reached the end of the third. Heat out front, up by 8. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Piece by piece, chip away. See if you can't, next time we get together, have it down a few.
Brad Stevens reminding his guys you still have time to get where you want to be. Just take it one possession at a time.
Well, he wants them to relax. I mean, there are going to be ups and downs over the course of a game. Just breathe and play.
The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. On the floor for Boston, Thomas and Smart, the feisty backcourt pairing. Jay Crowder out there with Hayward, and it's Baines in at the 5. Now here's Waiters. Inside, Winslow. Hayward with some nice D.
They have to be happy at least with how they set it up. Most of the time, that's a sure make.
Here's the 3. Offensive rebound. Crowder, the pass to Baines. And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Heat leading by 6. Now here's Johnson. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Celtics shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Kicks it to Baines. And there's the pass to Smart. Left side Crowder, wide open. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And Miami shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Here's Waiters. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Hayward a screen on Winslow. Here's Thomas. Rebound by the Heat. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. He's off on the first. Al Horford is checked in for Boston. Good on the second free throw. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Thomas with the ball. He kicks it to Horford. Pass to Hayward. There's the dish to Smart. Shot clock at 5. He's looking for Horford and finds him. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Johnson attacking, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Heat lead by 13.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Man, it looks like the defense is just giving up.
Now here's Hayward. Shot to stop the run. Boston again missing. Miami leading by 13. Winslow, the pass to Hammond. And he slams it one-handed.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
I mean, it's just been one of those days for them. It seems like all their shots are dropping for them.
Now here's Smart. Yep, it counts. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And here is Johnson. Passes it to Hammonds. Takes a 3. And Horford pulls it down. Horford's got his 5th rebound in this one. From D. Thomas, the basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, the three-pointer has always been a big part of Thomas's arsenal. I mean, the quick release, able to hit on the move.
Now here's Johnson. Screen by Olynyk. Johnson kicks to Winslow. Screen by Olynyk. Here's Hammonds. And stolen by Horford. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Al Horford.
Oh, man, Horford, I mean, getting loose out there, having a game for himself offensively.
Here's Hammonds. The feed now to Waiters. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Waiters got 5 points now this quarter.
He's definitely been a different player this second half. He's shooting lights out now, much different after a tough first half.
They get it again. Here's Baines. Goes up again. Can't get the layup. The Heat leading by 10. It's tipped. And then Waiters with the jam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
But it's surprising, Kev, to see so little urgency on the defensive side, especially with them losing this game right now.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Timeout called, the Heat.
Now, that's a great timeout call by the coach there to try to calm his team down. They're turning the ball over way too much.
A different look for Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Hammond. And it's Dragic in for Tyler Johnson. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He told them, hey, they're ready to give up. We're close to winning this game, but we're not done yet. I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well we got the point across.
Thank you, David. Chris, when a player gets traded mid-season and has to relocate their life in an instant, I mean, a snap of a finger, how big of a distraction can that be?
It can be a very big distraction, especially when you're in love with the city, when you're, have been with the team for so long. It depends on what point. I mean, if you want to get out of there, it's no distraction at all. His feet hit the ground, 10 toes down, let's go. But if you want to be there, you feel a little bad. You wish you could have finished what you started.
Yeah.
You feel a little betrayed. But then you have to realize on the other end that somebody out there wants you. And so at the same time, you got to get up right away and be loyal to the team that wants you and play as hard as you can for them, because that's who you are. It's a professional business, and the best players in this league learn quickly that you need to have sharp skill sets at all times, and you need to be ready to go at all times, and most importantly, no excuses, no one cares.
Great perspective. The Heat leading by 12. Now Dragic. He feeds it to Waiters. Looking for Winslow. He gets it there. Here's Olynyk. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And he's showing more grit on the glass. I mean, you like to see that from Olynyk.
Celtics trail by 15. Here's Horford, and finished off by Horford.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Well, also a miscommunication on defense. No one rotates over. See ya.
So it's Miami now, after the basket by Boston. And Olynyk kicks to Waiters. Shot clock at 6. Fires from 18. And Baines pulls it down. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Here's Dragic. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Isaiah Thomas. He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Celtics trail by 14. Horford with the screen on Dragic. From deep, Thomas. But they get it back.
They are really crashing the offensive glass, and it's paying off for them.
Horford, no luck.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Oh, no, you're right. It's selfish on his part to attempt that. Should have passed it back out and tried to get a better look.
Now here's Waiters. No good from outside. Outside Thomas. In the corner, it's Hayward. Boston again missing. The Heat leading by 14. Castro Olynyk. And Boston with the rebound. Baines has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And the Celtics always looking for players with a chip on their shoulder. And I think in Marcus Smart, Chris, they've found that guy that fits that mold.
Well, let's be honest, his temper has gotten the best of him at times. But the Celtics prefer a guy that they have to rein in a little as opposed to one that they have to try to light a fire up on.
And he makes the first. And Marcus Smart, a combo guard, he hasn't really established himself yet as a big-time scorer or a playmaker. But you know what, Chris? You ask his coaches, and he finds a way to impact the game.
Oh, yeah, he sure does. He's a rugged defender. He's also one of the best rebounding guards in this league, especially on the offensive glass.
The Heat have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. On its way from Hayward for 2. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Always pushing the action offensively. He puts so much pressure on the defense.
Now here's Waiters. Outside Dragic. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Winslow feeds it to Olynyk. Clock at 6. There's Winslow. Gets it to fall from the right block. And the Heat lead by 13. Boston's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now here is Horford. Hayward from outside. Again, the miss by Hayward.
I'm sure the D has no issue whatsoever with him taking those threes, but he isn't hitting anything from out there.
Here's Olynyk. Rebound Boston. Horford's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
His offense remains mostly absent, but he still has been a team player in helping get them the lead. Now, these are just terrible shots he's attempted right now. No reason whatsoever for this kind of horseplay.
This is to Whiteside. Olynyk the pass to Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Well, that's because he prides himself on the unselfish play. And Olynyk, making the right play there, moving the ball to the open man.
Right at the free throw line. And off the front iron, and in it goes. 22 points for Horford.
Man, he has an excellent mid-range game. Surprising how much room he had to operate on that play.
Thomas against Dragic. He dishes it to Waiters. To the left wing. Fires the 3. Winslow's shot is off. Celtics trail by 13. Here's Hayward. The second effort. It's tipped.
And he's the rare player with a shorter arm span than his height. Olynyk is still going to get his share of blocks.
Dragic with it. Oh, and the jam by Waiter.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Hassan Whiteside really making a difference here.
And he just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way to deny him the basketball. Make someone else beat you.
Richardson, he's checked in for Miami. Thomas dishes to Hayward. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Here is Hayward. Fires from the wing. Good. He hits the jump shot. Hayward's got 11 in the second half. The Heat leading by 11. Outside Dragic. Kicks to Olynyk. Outside Dragic. Back to Olynyk. 5 on the clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. No good from Dragic. Celtics trail by 11. Here's Horford. That's short off the rim. Here's Richardson. There's Winslow. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
Gentlemen, two shots. Loop shots.
That's good from Winslow. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And it had been something that had been talked about in the past via trade, but Al Horford joined Boston in the offseason via free agency. It was the fit that he wanted team-wise, and Horford was ready for a new challenge. So great fit with this roster and the city of Boston.
Now here's Dragic after Gordon Hayward's miss.
With just no let up, guys. They just keep coming at you.
I mean, when they're going straight for the kill, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to have that mentality. They want to leave no doubt in anyone's mind as to who the better team is tonight.
And Al Horford got a max deal to come to the Boston Celtics, GA. He's on the wrong side of 30, but when you look at his game, his all-star resume, you don't see a real sharp decline coming.
Great point, Kevin, and that's why the Celtics were willing to give Horford the contract they gave him. It was one of the bigger free agent names on the market. You knew that the Celtics would want to make a splash in free agency, and he was their guy.
Now, here's Whiteside. Here's Winslow. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Heat lead by 17.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, what are you asking? Maybe they should let up a little, right? This is just brutal to watch.
Hayward against Winslow. Over to the wing. Corner shot. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Three-pointer, Hayward. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. .15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And here's Richardson. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Born, a pretty good performance you put on tonight in front of the fans.
Yeah, great view for us, for our fans. They were amazing. This kind of games is really enjoying to play, and we are hustling on every play, defense and offense, and I'm really happy that we won that game.
Yeah, I know that's what you thought it would be like when you got here, and it was like that tonight. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. Superb. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Hassan Whiteside.
In terms of individual rebounding, he had a game that will be remembered for a long, long time. Whether it's chasing down long rebounds or grabbing one in traffic or one-handed rebounds, he was going after them and corralling all of them.
When you talk about Whiteside, you're talking about a guy capable of putting up 20 every single night. We've seen him do that more than a few times, and he's going to keep doing it. His rebounding is fantastic. He's always around the ball. And his timing is outstanding. This guy has great shot blocking instincts.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Kenny Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. I hope you have a wonderful, even beyond wonderful, a spectacular, just great. I mean, see you.
Good night.